We've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
First down, Winston. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
That one good for 33 and a first. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Bring it. Jim, hey. Jim. Yo, check safety. Check. Yo. Check, go.
Johnson. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Johnson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike, 45. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Shoot. Yeah, Jay. That's me. Go, Mike. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be, and what do we need?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
2nd down, Haskins looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Hey, 51 to Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
49, check 49, check 49.
Let's go. Mike 51.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, it's Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
45, Mike, 45. Silver.
Hey, check Mike, 47.
From the 31, Haskins. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Kill. Check three. Say.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
They'll run it with Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hatchet. Watch the ship.
On second down now, it's Smith trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Baby, that's a baby shot. 45, 45. 45. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hustle, hustle.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kerryon Johnson, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
58.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get on the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
All right, here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Let's go. And let's get there. 45, 45. Yep, go. 45. Check pass. Check pass. Yeah. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Rip left.
On 3rd down, Haskins looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Bucs pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The second quarter score from KC. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 38, Winston escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Winston. He's got Evans. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. 15 on it, 16 on it. Zip it. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 45, 45. Over. 45. 22, jet, over. 22, jet, over. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Completes it to Miller, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Joker, Joker. Check 3, check 3. Check, go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Double up. Double up. Double up. Check. Crunch.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. Let's go.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Check 13. Check 13. Flip.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mike, 58, right there.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They'll try and run him with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Kill. Check this.
They give to Johnson going right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Switch.
Check, check. Lucky. Lucky.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Johnson. And some room to run now. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They're running with Gurley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Check 52.
Alert 3, alert 3.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
Get there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 29, Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
Gurley. And an alley to Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Todd Gurley, 68 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
45's the mic. Tackles. Hey, I got him. He's mine.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, turn it out. Go. Watch out. 45.
Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. Open space inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Falcons cut into that lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Todd Gurley, 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, past the 20, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Todd Gurley, 78 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch it, watch it.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too,
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Haskins. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
45. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Come on.
Now Haskins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
First goes down, then incomplete. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check 45. Check 45 to Mike. Guys, it's game.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he finds his man Griffin. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,